Hello and welcome back to Bible Wits Bible Corner. Today we're going to be in the book of 2 Corinthians and I'm going to read chapter 3 verses 16 through 18. But before we do that, two questions to think about. Are we afraid to see the glory of God? That's question number one. Question number two is, once we see something so great, are we afraid to see it disappear? Okay. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 16 through 18. But when one turns to the Lord, the veil is removed. Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And we all, with unveiled face, beholding the glory of the Lord, are being transformed into the same image from one degree of glory to another. For this comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit. Okay. Now the New Century Version. But when a person changes and follows the Lord, that covering is taken away. The Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Our faces then are not covered. We all show the Lord's glory, and we are being changed to be like Him. This change in us brings ever greater glory, which comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit. Okay, so the couple of verses before this passage, it's talking about Moses having the veil on. And this passage talks about him wearing the veil because either he didn't want the people to see the glory fade away, or the people didn't want to see the glory fade away. Now there's that. The other reason that he wore the veil is because people were afraid at first. His face was so bright that people were asking him to cover it because they were afraid of it. So, again, are we afraid to see the glory of God? And do we want it covered up right away? Or are we afraid to see that glory disappear? Throughout our lives, are we looking for ways to show God to those around us? You know, whether it's by helping with yard work or what have you, or do we look at situations and shy away from it because we're afraid of the reaction we're going to get? When we put Christ on, that glory is already there, and at that point it is up to us to show it. It's up to us to say, hey, this is a wonderful God that I serve. This is the God who will save you, save me, save the world if the world so chooses. Why not follow Him? So, are we wanting to keep that veil on whenever we hear about God, talk about God, or are we wanting to take that veil off and show everyone around us the glory of God? I hope you find encouragement in this, and I hope you have a wonderful, God-centered day. Bye.